are here today with some helpful tips and some accessories that you may have overlooked on our website, but we just wanted to show you how helpful and useful they are. So I'm Danielle.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Kate.
And we don't have the lights on. Do we need the lights? Do we look pretty dark? Oh, well, we're fine. We're fine. So I'm like staring at these two lights and we don't have any of them on. All right, so I struggle. I'm going to throw it out there. I struggle with this. I'm sure everybody else out there struggles with it. Placement of a transfer on a garment to make sure it's straight. Totally me. I'm always there. And anybody that knows us on Facebook knows that that is my, number one thing that I can never get right. But with the use of the T-square and the logogrid-it, they really make it much easier than just like eyeballing and hoping for the best. So we're going to show you how to use both of these tools. And what's really great about these is that if you have a large volume of orders, when you set one up and print it, now you can use these tools to make sure that you have the same placement on every size shirt that has this logo on it. So if you have an order for 5 large shirts, you want to make sure that those 5 large shirts, those logos are going to be in the exact same place on all of those to be consistent for your customer. So that's what these tools are really great for. Do we have any questions while I'm rambling?
No, but thank you, Elizabeth. She let us know the lighting is good.
Oh, thank you. Woo, good thing. All right. So basically what I have here, I took some transfers, and I'm gonna work with these. One of the common transfers that you might get for a large order is cancer awareness or walks that you're doing. So we do have some stock transfers on our site that are they really look like this. I cut one off. That are a gang sheet. So there's 6 of these on there. And what you would do is scissors. You'd find your placement for your pocket logo on this shirt. So what I'm going to do is just place my garment right here on. I'm just going to pull this out.
Don't forget the pull out feature because this is good feature working with this product. Hi, Jenny.
Okay. And basically how you use the logogrid-it is the very first one. That's going to be the kind of the starting point for you. So this is going to allow you to be consistent for the rest of them. You would align your logogrid-it with the center. It says center of apparel. Like they're really like walking you through this. And there's also like little pamphlets, cheat sheets that come with the product. So you put this at the center where the tag is. Can everybody see? Kate, do we need to like zoom in maybe?
We can do that.
Okay. So you're going to put this where the tag is, and then it's streaming you down here. Now, this is really helpful because you can also see that you are straight and aligned properly. I cut this with scissors, but I know the top. Where did I cut this from? I just cut that from, what was it, the top or the bottom? I think I cut it from the top. We're going to go with that. So the top sheet I know is straight, and that's where I can see my lining. And then the middle, I'm going to gauge it from like the middle of the ribbon. So like anybody can see this. I'm going to gauge, that's my middle. And then my middle is actually going to be right at my 5 mark. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press this one, and then I'm going to come back and show you the measurements. So that way, for the next one, you'll line it up exactly, precisely. All right.
So working with these products, you do want to have like a notepad or pen or pencil, something handy to write down these measurements that you're going to get, and also write down the size shirt. Because if you're doing the same size, then you're going to continue with these measurements. Once you kick over to a new size, you want to check if these same measurements will work. If not, then you do want to just do that quick step all over again where you're measuring it out.
Okay, so for my next shirt, I am going to take these are going to be my measurements. I'm going to line that up, center of my tag. I'm going to pull it over here so I am, center of my apparel's there. So Jess, I am, you know what, this is a good spot because at my 6, I'm right here. I don't know what you can see on the camera, but at the 6, I'm right there. So 6, and then I go, my tag leg bottom starts at 4, and I extend across. All right, so she's got my notes. Now, since we're using the same exact size shirt, I'll throw that one down there. I don't need that one. All right. Get your shirt on here. I have to cut another one.
I feel like there's one somewhere hidden around here. Oh, no.
No, it's there. I printed it over there.
As soon as I said it, I seen it. I was like, oh, never mind. There it is.
Okay. So I'm going to slide this under because there's like a space here. So I'm just going to slide it under. And my little leg goes to the 4, and I extend to the middle of my 6. Perfect. And my 6 is where my middle was, which I'm right there. Wonderful. All right, I'm just gonna line this up and make it straight. Remove my logo grid. Logogrid-it. Okay, I just tapped it a little bit, but it'll be okay. And, gotta roll it back in there. Don't press when it's not rolled. Okay. And if we did this right, it's gonna line up perfect. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Mark says, I purchased a lot of your already made transfers. Great quality. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate your business.
All right.
Joyce said this would be good, but the tags aren't always in the center. You're not really going off of the tag. You really want to go off of just the middle. Because I know there are some times where we get these shirts and the tags are off to the side. So it's really just trying to go through the middle. But there's also another tool we're going to go over next that can help with that.
So I think we're pretty good. I think I'm pretty close. Pretty accurate. Placement. How's that look, Kate? We good? Okay. Woo. All right. Now, as Jess said, we'll go ahead with the T-square. So we're going to flip these over. And the T-square is basically going to take it for the collar width. So that's going to be this one. And in order to line it up, for this one, you want to make sure that, how did it have it there? That these little arrows are the same distance on either side of the collar. So like if this peak of the collar, it looks like it's right between like this side, and this peak of the collar is right in between the same placement of my arrows. So I'm good. I've got the middle of my shirt. I'm exactly in the middle. And I am going to slide my transfer underneath.
And they do have little, I don't know what to call them, feet?
Yes.
That helps to have it sit up so you're able to slide the transfers underneath.
And what I really like about this one, I'm always so concerned that it's not straight. So, I'm upside down. I'm sorry. Okay. So, to make sure you are straight and even this way along with this way, you check the size. So I'm at a 7 over here, but I'm only at a 5 over there. So shimmy over, even though that doesn't really look straight. Maybe I have, let me see. This is a trick too. I'm gonna line up my ink because I can't really see through it. Vinyl would be different if you can see through, but I'm just gonna crease my paper. Crease isn't gonna hurt it, I'm not on the ink. And then I slide this under, move this over here. And I'm gonna put my little crease right where this little groove is. So I know that I am fine. And then I'm gonna take this little tool, and when I slide it on down, I can make sure that I'm straight down this way, which I am. So everything looks amazing. Pull this off, move it over, slide it under, and press. So it is a little bit of work and setup, but this is gonna make sure that you are straight and even for your transfer and that you're consistent throughout all the shirts.
And you can work together with them. So in the case where you do have something that is a little off to the side, then you can lay this one down first and then kind of slide this one underneath so you can kind of gauge it a little bit better.
So then on the second one that I'm going to do, this is where that measuring comes in. So I'm going to take this one here, line it up so everything is even and straight. So I'm lining up my collar point here, and then I take this tool and I see that I'm extending to like the 5.5 mark, and I'm a little under, I'm like 5.25 on that side, which is fine. Oh, but this one, we're right at like 10.25 for the foot. So, or 24, mark 24 down, sorry. There's so many like different numbers on here. You just don't know which one to look at. But the foot is like right in the middle. So I know for my next one, that's exactly where I need to be. Okay, so now we'll get that next one up.
And you can always take a picture too.
Oh, that would be super helpful. A photo. I unrolled this shirt and I was like, this isn't even the right one. It doesn't even have the design on it, but it does. Okay. All right, so get this all set up again. And let me get my cheat sheet.
And for those of you who do it by eye, kind of like what we do, because we've been doing it for so long, you can always do this. Do your first one by eye like you typically do, and then take those measurements to make sure all the rest are lining up to how you want it. Because sometimes the designs can get a little crazy with knockout space or with curls and curves that you can move the transfer more left or right. Okay. So by all means, you don't have to follow it step by step. If you're someone who's more seasoned with it, feel more comfortable with your eye, but have a large order that you want to make sure is all matched up, then you could do the first one by eye and then write your measurements, take a picture of your measurements to proceed.
I'm do the same trick with this one, just to make sure. It doesn't hurt to just kind of go follow the same procedures that you did. All right. And, oh, I lost my crease. There it is. All right, and I said the 24 is where I had
the foot.
The foot. But I cannot see through with the lighting. Oh, there's the foot. Right there.
And it's about at 5.5 on the left and 5.25 on the right.
Okay. Foot, perfect. Grab this. Make sure you're. Oh, you moved. Go back. I just had to make sure my collar moved, so that didn't help me. There we go. Okay. And it looks like I'm just slightly crooked, so I'm just going to notch my paper a little bit. All right. And I do get to see, I was 5.25, you said?
On the right, yes. And 5.5 on the left. But I think that's after pressing, so you know there's some space on the sheet.
Yeah, I'm right here at 5.5, so that's good. Okay. Take both off. Slide it on up.
Hi, Robin. She says she's from beautiful Lake Havasu City in Arizona.
Oh, that is a beautiful place. I've never been, but on my list.
And I said no other questions.
All right. And there you have it. I think we're pretty good, if I do say so myself. What's it look like, Kate? We're good?
Looks good.
All right. So that's how you do it. Two very good tools to use, really helpful. It does take, obviously you can see, it takes a bit more time setting up. Like if we were to just show these to you as our stock transfers, like we'd be pressing and out already. But consistency is really important for some of your clients and customers. You don't want them to get a whole bunch of them and then have everybody different. So definitely, you know, look into these. They're in our accessories section on our website, the T-square and then the logogrid-it. Definitely helpful. Do we have a question?
No, Lori was just mentioning that she had a T-square, but she could never get it to work right, so she's thanking us for the videos. So
great.
That's great.
Now you can do it.
And remember, this is more for your larger orders. You will get, I mean, if you're a beginner, you want to use it to try to get your eyes to focus better. But this is something I don't want you to get scared and say, oh, it's going to take forever to print just one shirt. If you're doing just one shirt orders, there's nothing to compare it to.
Right.
You want to really just play that by eye. But this is for like those larger orders where you do want everybody to be basically having the same measurements and be more uniformed.
And with a customer order, make sure you keep that file, because if they come back to you a year later and they're like, oh, we need 3 more larges and 2 more mediums, you'll pull out that paper, know exactly where you printed it, so that way you don't need to get a shirt back from them in order to print another accurate print to, you know, continue with that customer. All right, we're good? All right, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you all here next week. Bye.